Hello, savvy 7th graders and dedicated parents. Welcome to our study guide walkthrough for the Science Test 10, tailored for 7th grade Abeka students. Before we start, please make sure you have the study guide printed out so you can jot down the answers as we go through each question, and if you don't have the study guide printed out just yet, no worries. You can find a link in the video description below that will take you directly to a copy of the study guide. Feel free to print it out so you can follow along more effectively. This way, you won't miss a beat. Ready to conquer this test? Let's jump into it. Our exploration of the study guide will delve into select parts of each section, including multiple choice questions, completion sentences, matching and short answers, plus a glimpse into true-false modifications. Join us as we uncover intriguing insights into the coldest points in the atmosphere, various air masses, and the enigmatic nature of lightning. First up, we'll tackle some multiple choice questions. I'll read out the first 3 questions along with their choices. After that, jot down the letter of the correct answer in the blank space on your study guide. Continue on your own with the rest of the questions to test your knowledge. What group of protozoa includes Plasmodium, which causes malaria? A. Sporozoans. B. Ciliates. C. Flagellates. D. Sarcodines. What is the name of the lens of a microscope through which the image is viewed? A. Objective. B. Eyepiece. C. Diaphragm. D. Stage. What structure of a microscope affects the amount of light that passes through the slide? A. Objective. B. Eyepiece. C. Diaphragm. D. Stage. All right, that covers the first 3 questions. Now it's your turn to take the reins. Continue working through the rest of the questions. Now let's answer the short answer section. I will read the first 3 questions, and you will write the correct answer in the blank on your study guide. What substance stores the information that determines the genetic traits of an organism? What is the scientific study of heredity called? What English scientist discovered cork cells? Great start. Keep the momentum going by tackling the remaining questions on your own. You're doing fantastic. Nice work on those questions. Now let's move to the matching section. You'll match each description with the correct cell structure. It's time to challenge yourself with the rest. Go ahead and fill out the answers as you progress. Keep up the good work. Let's begin with the completion section. I will the first 3 statement, and you need to write the word or words that best complete it. The combined head and thorax of crustaceans and arachnids is called a or in blank. The group of roundworms that are considered to be the most abundant animals are the blank. A family tree that includes information on a genetic trait being studied is a or in blank chart. All right, you're on a roll. Proceed with the remaining questions and see how much more you can learn. You can do this. Next up, we have a matching section 2. I won't read through each item here, so please take a look at your guide. Match each term on the left with its correct description on the right. Take your time to think about each pairing and make sure your answers are accurate. Go ahead and get started. Excellent work. Finally, let's tackle the modified true or false section. I'll read the first 3 statement. If the statement is true, write true. If it's false, replace the underlined word or words with the word that will make it true. A single parent organism can produce offspring without the union of reproductive cells if it uses asexual reproduction. If the alleles for a particular trait are different, the organism is heterozygous for that trait. An egg cell that has been fertilized is a gamete. And that's 3 down. Move on to the next questions and keep this learning journey going. Show what you've learned so far. Now, let's focus on the multiple choice part 2 section. I'll read 3 questions along with the choices, and you'll write the letter of the correct answer on your study guide. Hermit crabs are 10-legged crustaceans that usually live in the shells of dead snails. Several species are noted for their large chelae. Although some hermit crab species live on land, they must carry water in their shells for breathing and must lay their eggs in water. In which group of crustaceans are hermit crabs? A. Decapods. B. Amphipods. C. Cirripedes. D. Isopods. You are participating in a science scavenger hunt. The first clue reads, I am an alga that resembles a massive green thread. Under a microscope, my cells are easily recognizable by their spiraling chloroplasts. What type of algae are you looking for? A. Volvox. B. Spirogyra. C. Irish moss. D. Kelp. While observing live cells under a microscope, you see a single cell dividing into 2 new daughter cells. Each daughter cell receives 1 copy of each chromosome so that both have the same genetic information as the parent cell. What process did you observe? A. Mitosis. B. Meiosis. C. Segregation. D. Crossing. Fantastic effort. Now, it's time to put your skills to the test with the remaining questions. Keep pushing forward. Lastly, we have an essay question. This will require a more detailed response, so take your time to think through your answer. Compare the body structure of a spider to that of a beetle. Include at least 2 similarities and 3 differences. Use their differences to explain why spiders are not considered insects. Great work, everyone! You've tackled some challenging questions in this study guide walkthrough. Review your answers and make sure you understand each concept. This will help you feel confident and prepared for Science Test 10. Thank you for joining this session. Remember, good preparation is the key to success. Best of luck on your test, 7th graders, and keep up the great work.